to live the big baller, money Manziel lifestyle because I'm an idiot. Let's go! First class! We were never taught about any of this in school.
Oh yeah, never.
You know, telling your wife she can only get her nails done every 3 months, that didn't go so well. What's up, everybody? I'm Steven Fan Man.
And I'm Cherish.
And welcome back to our channel, Our Fantastic Life,
where we talk about fitness,
finance, and fun. So, like the title says, we are $100,000 in debt.
That's a big number. That's a really big number.
Huge number. Yeah, never in my life did I think I would be $100,000 in debt.
No. I thought we'd be making $100,000.
Not 100,
but not in debt.
No, a positive 100,000, not a negative 100,000. So the main reason why we started our channel in the first place is because we wanted to document our debt repayment journey. Our debt repayment journey started in March of 2019, and at that peak, we were at $100,000 in debt. So last year, March of 2019, we were just fed up with our debt. Like I tallied it all up and totaled to $100,000 in debt. And at that point, we realized, you know what? We're fed up. We're done.
Done.
Yeah, the debt was preventing us from starting a family, buying a home, traveling, and doing other like fun things like getting her nails done and getting a fade.
So like we said, we started off at $100,000. So here's the breakdown of the $100,000.
$50,000 was because of my student loans.
His.
Yes, my student loans. $40,000 of that was our cars, and then the rest of the $10,000 was just credit card bills. So before we break down all of our debt, I kind of wanted to change the narrative. I want to change the conversation around debt because I feel like debt is such like a taboo thing to talk about. Ain't it?
So like even now I'm getting really, really uncomfortable just talking about how we're in so much debt and how we owe so much money. And it's like I'm getting hives.
Right.
I'm getting very, very uncomfortable.
It feels very taboo. It's kind of like telling the whole interweb, about it. It's a little uncomfortable, but again, we wanted to change the narrative because I understand that a lot of people are dealing with income problems, debt problems, and that we just wanted to be here to help. We wanted to show y'all our debt repayment journey, so that way y'all could start or help y'all in y'all's debt repayment journey as well.
And we also feel like it's better to do it with you guys than showing the end product as well. Exactly. That's why we're doing it in the middle of our journey instead of waiting till we're completely out of debt.
Right, exactly, yeah. A lot of people I've seen, like they kind of talk about it after the fact. We want to show y'all during. So now let's break down how we got into all this debt.
Right. So would you like to explain how you got into $50,000 of student loan debt? Would you? Pray tell.
Because I'm an idiot. They get it, Sally. So yes, I was very, very stupid when I went to college. But I had the brain. No, I had the brain.
So stupid.
They get it, Sally. Okay. No, I had the brains to get into college, but I was stupid taking out all these extra loans, more than I should have.
Even though
I had a full ride. So again, let me break this down. I had a full ride to Texas A&M University. That's where I went to college. And what had happened was I wanted to live the big baller, money Manziel lifestyle. And so I ended up taking out way more loans than I should have to kind of live that big baller lifestyle. That's how I was able to travel-ish for the first time and have a nice apartment and make it rain. I didn't live off of ramen, which I probably should have lived off of ramen noodles like every other college student, but I didn't. So what had happened was I just kept racking and racking. And my whole thought process too, when I was in school was, you know what? I go to a good school, I'm gonna get a good degree, I'm gonna move back home, and every penny I make, I'm just gonna pay off my student loans within a year. But see, life happens, and I ended up getting married, so that plan didn't work. So yeah, $50,000.
Hey, don't drag me into this.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying it was my fault for having such an idiotic plan, not realizing that, things in life change. I mean, I thought I was going to be hashtag forever alone until I met you, but then I met you, then I realized I'm not hashtag forever alone anymore.
Well, maybe if you told me about the debt, you'd be hashtag forever alone.
I did tell you about the debt. Well, actually, when I left A&M, and it was actually $30,000, 2 colleges later ended up being $50,000. But luckily for me, I ended up graduating in the middle of this plague. So now I have the world's most expensive piece of paper, a degree worth $50,000.
$50,000. Are you gonna cry?
No, I mean, I did all my crying already. Now it's just, you know what? Now it's time to pay this $50,000 back. I'll cry once it's all paid off.
$50,000 in student loans.
Yep.
And then
$40,000 in cars.
so we did what is called lifestyle inflation. We both ended up getting professional jobs, and like I've had my car since 2007. So I thought, hey, I have a professional job now. I think it's time to upgrade.
Like the Kardashians.
So we both ended up getting a brand new car.
Yeah, because we ended up, making 5 times more than we ever made our entire
so I got
lives.
a professional job. He got a professional job.
Yeah,
And his car was like
2009. Hers was 2007.
So-
This was what, 2016 at the time?
yeah. So we were like, maybe it's time to upgrade.
Let me upgrade. Well, at the time, it felt like a blessing. Oh my God, like I never thought I could have a brand spanking new car. And then ended up becoming a curse because we ended up racking $40,000, paying almost $1,000 a month on these cars. And that, I mean, just completely blew the budget up to smithereens. First, I was an idiot with racking up my student loans. Then we kind of gave into lifestyle inflations to get these brand spanking new cars.
And then the last 10,000 was just credit card
Just credit
debt.
cards, yeah. When we both got professional jobs, our credit line limit just skyrocketed. I mean, like I don't remember the numbers, but I know it was 5 times or even more when we ended up getting professional jobs. We ended up getting all these cars, a nice house, a dog. I mean, we went out to dinner every single day.
Like we would get massages, salons. We did all of that.
Expensive clothes. I mean, you name it.
Well, for you.
Yeah, I'm the shopaholic between the both of us.
I'm the one that carries the clothes while he picks them out.
Exactly. Another thing about the credit cards was that we had a big limit, but we only ended up having to make $25-$30 a month on that payment. And we just had a different mentality at that point. We had the mentality of, oh my God, we can go to New York and see Hamilton and only pay $25 a month? Let's go. First class. Wait, not first class. Now we still ride coach.
Yeah.
So I found this article on CNBC that I use all the time, and I'm still going to talk about it, and even after our debt has been paid off. But this is the most interesting article I've ever found on CNBC, and it talked about how 60% of Americans could not come up with $1,000 for any sort of emergency fund, and I just thought that was so interesting. I mean, over 300 million Americans. So more than 150 Americans just can't come up with $1,000. And honestly, we were part of that 60%. We were part of the 150 Americans that could not come up with $1,000 emergency fund.
I remember there was a point in our marriage where we had at most $12.
We got down to our last $12, and
this was before I even passed the board exam and got my professional job.
Exactly.
So we were down to the wire, and thankfully
that was the low point in our relationship, and we realized something has to change. One thing I would say about the debt though is that we were never taught about any of this in school.
Yeah, never. What I learned in school was the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. That's all we learned.
I never knew anything about credit cards, debt, loans, interest.
Nothing. So back when I was in school, I learned a lot of things finance-wise, like TVM solver and amortization schedule, which was a future video that we're going to go over. But they never really taught us about all these other things that you need to know as an adult, like debt and credit cards and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't even know what your TVM solver and amortization. I've never even heard of those terms.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over that. Yeah, I'm gonna go over that in the next video.
I know I didn't pay that much attention in school, but I'm pretty sure they never mentioned that.
Well, even if they didn't, that's why I'm here. Again, we're gonna have a lot of other videos on how we're paying off our debt. The way we went from $100,000 back down to $50,000 involved a lot of budgeting. That was the first thing that we did March of last year. We just sat down. I was like, babe, I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
We got to get this under control. We sat down and we started a budget. The second thing that we did was we had to execute the budget.
Yeah,
that was probably
the hardest thing.
That was probably the hardest because we had everything written down, but telling your wife she can only get her nails done every 3 months, that didn't go so well.
What you talking about? I don't do my nails that much.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, getting your nails done every 3 months, that's a little too long in between not getting your nails done.
Whatever.
Yeah, once we started budgeting and also executing that budget, things started to trickle down because we started to save more. We kind of didn't give in to lifestyle inflation anymore. And that's really all we did so far.
Yeah, and we tried to find things to do on date nights that didn't cost too much money. We just looked for coupons everywhere we could.
Yeah, I think we became like true cheapskates.
Yeah, like Groupon was like my best friend.
Oh, Groupon. Oh my gosh. Do you remember those date nights going to a Studio Movie Grill for just $5? Ah, I miss those days. So yeah, in the beginning, we stated that we started off with $100,000 in debt. Now, as of May of 2020, we're now down to $50,000 in debt. So we paid off, or we reduced our debt about half, $50,000 within this past year or so. Again, we are nowhere near where we want to be yet. We're only halfway with paying off our debt. So far this year has been really tough. In a year or so, or even like about another 18 months or so, we should be debt free, and it's not gonna be easy, but we know it's gonna be worth it in the end. So come on this journey with us as we budget,
save, and invest.
I gotta admit, it's a little uncomfortable talking about our debt, but again, I feel like I just hope one day that we at least help one other person or one other couple to kind of overcome their debt as well. So don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell notification so that way you don't miss any of our future video episodes. Again, we're gonna go through a lot of videos involving budgeting and savings, tools that you're gonna need like TVM solver, amortization schedule, all of that.
And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, you can comment down below. Let us know.
I will answer every single comment. If you have any questions about your debt or like if you need any help, I'm here for you. All right, so we'll see y'all next time. Pound it.